thank you for being with us. This is Mature Living, and I'm Mary Yanez, Director of the Senior Adult Program, and we have interesting things to talk about today. We're going to be talking with WellMed, a wonderful group of clinics that are here in El Paso, always serving this community. And so we have invited April Sanchez, who is the main lady over there at WellMed, a wonderful partner of the El Paso Community College Senior Adult Program. And you brought a guest that has never been in our show before.
Thank you for having me.
Teles, thank you for
Appreciate it.
being here.
Thank you very much.
There's so much to talk about. I know you've been here before. You've supported our senior adult program, and you're always working with senior citizens. Tell me about WellMed.
Sure. Well, WellMed, we are a group of clinics here in El Paso, and we specialize in senior care. And the difference with our clinics is that we focus on the prevention and health maintenance. Not only do we want to see them when they're sick, but when they're healthy for all of the preventative screenings, making sure that they're getting their circulation tests done, making sure that the diabetics are getting their eye exams done, making sure that the women are getting their mammograms, the men their prostate exams. We feel that if we can keep them out of the hospital, we give them better quality of life. With our clinics, you do have to choose us as one of your primary care physicians. And at that point, we administer all of your, we make sure that you're going to the specialist, whichever specialist that is. And then those specialists talk back with the primary care physician.
And I know you've grown tremendously. Tell me how many clinics
Yes, we
are
have
open already.
we have a total of 8 clinics, but we're very excited because we have a clinic opening, the 9th clinic in El Paso on North Loop and Zaragoza. And then we also have another clinic opening. We're going into New Mexico and Las Cruces. We'll be having another clinic open there. So we're spreading our wings and we're growing.
You're having great success. So because you have so many clients, you're opening more clinics. And so that tells you something about your services. And,
Thank you, yes.
And, I was invited to go, I don't know what I did. Maybe I was a judge, or I don't know what I was. When you invited me over at Northeast.
The MC.
I was an MC.
MC.
Oh, I was an MC. I wasn't a judge.
You were more important.
She was dancing and everything. She made the party. Thank you so much.
I love the band you all had over there. Okay, so now let's get serious about enrollment. Yes. This is the period really important that started in October sometime in October. 15th. Tell me about the enrollment period for Advantage plans.
So right now we're in the midst of our annual enrollment period, AEP, and this is the time for you to decide whether the plan that you have is still meeting your needs, your medical, financial needs, and if it's not, then it's time for you to visit with an agent, a licensed agent. We do have events at the WellMed clinics every Friday, 9 to 11, and it's basically to explain to you the basics of Medicare, and that you can't understand the Medicare Advantage plan if you don't know the foundation, which is original Medicare. So we take the time to explain to the individuals, and then if they want to know more about the plans, and we're able to discuss it there at that time.
And I don't get tired of hearing these things because it doesn't click for me. Yeah. I don't know, insurance just, maybe I don't like it or something.
If you don't do it on a day-to-day like we do, it just doesn't stick. So it's from October 15th, started October 15th, and it's going to end December 7th. So it's very important that this is the time that they take to review, to analyze if they do need to make a change, or if they're turning 65.
That's it.
You may be turning 65 during this time, and you need to enroll into a plan within a 7-month period, because if you don't meet that criteria of that 7-month window that you have to enroll, if you're new to Medicare, on the 8th month, then you start getting penalized. And we want to prevent that. We want individuals to know that this is the time for them to make that decision.
Gosh, it's good to have people like that can train us on that 101 and, Advantage plan training of insurance. But when we need insurance, we want it there. Maybe we don't understand it, but you will help, you and among many organizations that are helping our seniors to make sure they don't get penalized.
Correct.
That's wonderful. What else have we missed, April?
It is important. I do want to just explain that it is important to look at those options, but also inform your agent or the agent that's speaking with you. If you have WellMed, if you have a physician with WellMed, that you want to continue to be with them. It's important to let them know that. Sometimes
Yes.
what ends up happening is that they switch them to another plan that WellMed doesn't take, and then
Yes,
they're upset because they can't be seen there at the clinics.
And
So
that
it is
happens.
important.
That happens
It
where somebody
does,
gets.
unfortunately,
You
yes.
don't understand what you're signing or what you're agreeing to, and then you end up in the wrong place.
Right.
You know, and it's hard. Is it hard to get back, or how?
Well,
do
and that is why it's important, like April was stating, is that it's important that when you sit down with an agent, you give them all your information as far as what doctors you're seeing, what medications you're taking, what clinics you go to, is there any specialist involved, so that the agent should take that information, and if they're already in the WellMed clinic and they want to remain that, we make sure that the individual is put, if we have to change them, is put on a plan that is also accepted at the WellMed, so they can remain with their current doctors. We don't want to jeopardize anybody's health or welfare. We just want to make sure that if the plan that's not working for them anymore, that we put them in another plan that's just going to be more, it's going to enhance their current benefits even more.
Very good.
Right.
I think it's time to give information as far as how to contact you.
We do clinic tours. I mean, there's no need to have any specific date. If you're driving by and you want to see the clinic, stop in and ask for the clinic administrator and let them know that April sent you.
Yes.
And that you want a clinic tour of so we welcome everybody that would like to be a WellMed patient.
Phone numbers.
Yes, if you would like to contact a licensed agent or find out when and where the events at the WellMed Clinic for the Medicare 101s are, please call me at 915-479-4508.
Very good. I think we're just about done. Is one last 30 seconds, your last information that we may want to get out there to our seniors.
Don't forget, this is the period, this is the time you need to call your agent if you have one already. If you don't, again, call me, 915-479-4508, and let's make an appointment for you.
In April?
Yes. No, just making sure that you have every question answered on any of the plans that you decide, and making sure that your WellMed physician is taking one of those plans.
Thank you. And thank you for being our great sponsor with our community college senior adult program. We love you. Okay. And so we'll see you all in a few minutes with more guests, okay? You stay with us. Well, I'm glad you stayed with us. This is a great opportunity for us to talk about what's going on here in El Paso, and in particular during November, because it is veterans' time to respect veterans and to serve veterans and to connect people. And so I want to introduce you to Pablo Armendariz, who is the director of the Contracts and Opportunity Center at the El Paso Community College. Very, very active with this community. And so thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Pablo. One of the things that I want to talk about is the Contract Opportunity Center. How long has it been in existence, and also what do you all do?
The Contract Opportunity Center, which is really a procurement technical assistance center, PTAC, was founded in 1986 at the Paso Community College. We're funded with the Department of Defense funds, and it's administered through DLA, the Defense Logistics Agency. And our whole mission in life is to help businesses that wish to sell their products and do business with government entities, whether it be with the federal, the state, the county, the city, the school districts. If a business out there has a product or a service and it wants to sell it to a government entity, then that's what we're here for. Okay?
That is so important, to be that middle person to connect.
Like I said before, we're the bridge between the buyer and the seller. Okay?
Yes.
So we try to connect them, And the whole thing is we go with the bid matching services, we go proposal preparation, anything having to do government contracting that they might need assistance with, in registration, certifications, trying to get through that maze of trying to do business with the federal government and any government entity. We'll assist them with that aspect.
How many thousands of businesses have you helped?
We've over the last let's say since over 30 years now, right? Over 33 years, We've probably helped we've seen assisted maybe, let's say, an average of 500 a year that we help. So you figure, at least 15,000 businesses, that we've helped,
Yes.
Okay? Back and forth, and the same ones over and over, but yes, we help them a lot.
And you've been with the department quite
I've been
a long
now since I mean, since 2019, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Since 2002. I came to the contract opportunity in 2002. I became the director.
Well, you're doing a great job.
You know, thank you.
And
thank
your
you.
staff, of course. I
I
love that.
have a great
Your
staff. there, you know.
Tell me about an event that's coming up in November.
In November, we're going to have our 14th annual Veterans Business Conference. It's going to be held over at Centennial Club at Fort Bliss. It'll be from 8 to 5, 8 to 4, I apologize, okay? And during the whole day, the whole thing is about networking and making relationships with the government entities that are there. If you have a product or a service that you want to go and sell, then you want to go and talk to them, start building a relationship, whether it be with the federal agency, the state agency, National Body Water Commission, the city, the county, the water district, the electric company, any
School districts also?
all school districts are there also. Okay, so they're all going to be there. So that's the opportunity for any business that wants to go ahead and start doing business with the government, right, to be at this event, because all of these people will be in one location. Instead of having to make an appointment today with Holloman, and then tomorrow with White Sands, and the next day with the National Body Water Commission, they're all going to be there.
Oh,
this is the opportunity for the business community to come and start working those relationships.
What date does November 5th fall on this event that you're having, this 14th Annual Veterans Business Conference?
It's going to fall on a Tuesday. As a matter of fact, you'll be there, remember, because it's voting day on top of that.
Oh,
okay?
good. Yeah. It's good
The
things
fee to
remember.
get in is $35 for individuals, okay? You have also different categories if you wanted to have a booth for an extra $100. If you want to be a sponsor, but there's opportunities for you to go ahead and advertise your business, okay? But for the $35 you come in here, you have anywhere between 6 to 12 training sessions you can attend. You get a continental breakfast, you have a general session, you have the networking at all the booths, okay? And you get, and of course, you get a lunch involved with that one. And it's a great lunch also. And we have some great luncheon speakers. We're going to have Master Sergeant, First Sergeant Master Sergeant Tilly, retired of the Army. He's going to be there. He's going to be our motivational speaker for us. You know, okay?
Wonderful.
So, and that's what it is. It's a great event. That's, like I say, it's on Tuesday, November the 5th. $35 to get in as an individual. Take advantage of it, because this is the one time, if you have a business or if you know somebody that has a business, okay, to go and tell them this is the place you ought to be.
Wonderful.
The sponsorship, if you want to sponsor a booth, right? If you want this type of booth with this, you know, if you want there's $250 sponsorships, there's $500 sponsorship, and each one comes into increment of what more they offer for you. $750, so you got a silver, a bronze, a silver, a gold, and a platinum sponsor.
Super.
You know?
You know, I also want to ask you, are there other things you work on throughout the year?
Yes, this is one of our biggest conferences. You know, in May again we'll have our big procurement and contracting symposium, and that'll be in May. Okay, it's a little bit bigger than this, a little bit different. This is geared towards veteran-owned businesses. The other one is geared to every type of business, okay, to come in here. You know, we have a lot of training sessions. We have contracting 101 for the companies, the business community that wants to understand the contracting, how to do your registration, how to do your certifications. Once you start getting to government contracting, then you got to do billing. So we have WAF, Wide Area Workflow, which is also the same component. We have training for those. We have GSA training. We have DCAA training. You know, we have a little bit of everything. So during the whole year, we have between 5 and 25 training sessions, okay? And some are free and some are for a fee.
How can they contact you or your staff and your counselors that are there?
The good thing to do is give me a call. Call the office at the Contract Opportunity Center. The number is area code 915. Number is 831-7745. If you want some more specific information on the VETS conference, you can go to our events website, which is www.elpasococ-events.org. And in there you can see what the events are, past attendees, what's coming up, what are the training sessions, get the agenda. All of it's there so you can make a decision if it's something you want to pursue.
Awesome. How many staff members do you have in your
I have a
department?
total of, including myself, right? Okay,
Yeah.
there's a total of 9 of us at the El Paso
Wonderful.
Community. You know,
And
we have
ready
4
to
counselors.
serve.
You know,
4
and
counselors?
4 counselors, and then we have 4 support staff. Okay, and they do a fantastic job. They're the ones that kind of keep it going for me.
Well, you know, there's got to be a head. Somebody leading the charge, you know, to help our small businesses connect.
And it
with
is, and like I say,
government
there's some
companies.
great sessions. You know.
Yes.
Real quick, I don't know if I have time
Yes.
for it, but you know, we got Kevin Grimes coming in from CFO International. 3 most common mistakes in proposal writing, mentor prodigy agreements. We also have OSHA safety compliance. We have small business size and affiliation issues. Okay, and so really, in capability statement and risk mitigation. So we have the VA coming over from Washington D.C. to give some fantastic training sessions.
Well, thank you for being with us.
No, thank you for
a lot of great
yes.
information and much success, and we'll be there.
Yeah, thank you.
November
very
the
much.
5th.
Thank you.
On a
Okay.
Tuesday. You
Thank
all think about it as well. Make sure you call. And thank you. And
Thank
we'll be
you.
back
Thank
with
you.
more guests.
Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for staying with us. This is our last conversation we're going to have for this show. We want to talk with Rosalinda Almanza, who's the owner and a licensed agent of RUA Insurance Group. And they've been in business since about 2006, I think. And Rosalinda does a lot for our community. I love to talk to her. I love to see her. Rosalinda Almanza, gracias por estar con nosotros. Thank you for being with
Mary.
us.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here. Thank you for having us.
Yes. One of the things that I want to ask you is your agency has been around for a long time.
Yes, we started in 2006, so we've been around for about 13 years, and we love it. I think we are called to do what we do. We love what we do, and it's a group of agents that have a license, and we're able to communicate and educate El Paso to have better understanding of what they need or what they have in regards to their Medicare Advantage.
Wonderful. And that's only one product that you provide, one service.
Yes.
You have other services
Yes,
you provide?
we are mainly focused on Medicare Advantage, but we also do life insurance, final expense, and also the Obamacare or the marketplace. So
Okay,
we're here
good.
to help.
Very good. This is a busy time. We're already the beginning of November, but you've been working since middle October
Yes.
on helping people. Tell me about your services and what you're doing now with the Advantage plan.
Well, it's annual enrollment, which starts October 15 and it ends on December the 7th. It's a time to review your options if you are Medicare eligible, and if you already have a plan or don't have a plan, it's the time to review. There's a lot of changes that are coming to our beneficiaries, and they need to be educated as far as what is going to be affecting their benefits for 2020.
Yes. Wow. So when somebody calls you, it could be a daughter or a son wanting to find out about their mom, or maybe it's for them, baby boomers, or
Yes.
the big tsunami of people turning 65. Tell me how you handle a client when they come in and want to know about services or information.
Yes, we're excited about those baby boomers, and we're ready to talk to them because it's a different language that we're going to have to probably talk to them in a different way, because they're sometimes they're more computer savvy. They are online and they're looking at all this information. So we're excited to be able to also talk to them, and also we're very excited and grateful to talk to the family, because when you get family involved, then it's easier when you talk to benefits to the beneficiary.
For the elderly, huh?
Yes, for the elderly.
So they may be asking about information for their grandma or for their mom and dad.
Yeah, we
or-
see them to get involved because sometimes we don't know what they have. And like I said, they have an emergency and you don't know who to talk to. You don't know who their doctor is, where to go, what medications they're taking. So we
Yes.
get close to the family. So we make sure that when we do a health risk assessment, we are aware of everything that they need to find the right plan.
So it's not a one size fits all.
No, definitely not. No.
So you got to have this conversation with them so that you can, and you have a choice of plans that would fit them, or how do you work that?
We have about 15 different options or different plans here in El Paso for 2020. So it makes a little bit complicated when you're looking at all those options. So that's why we want to make sure we give everybody an opportunity to sit and talk to us
Yes.
about their needs, because like you said, it's not a one size fits all. There's different plans. They're all good plans, but it all has to do with it's important to them, what they need.
When does the enrollment period goes into effect?
It goes into effect January the 1st of 2020.
Okay, very good. So this is a busy time for everybody. And are there penalties if you just turned 65 and you're not enrolled, you don't have insurance, or you're not enrolled in a plan?
Yes, there are
does that
penalties that the beneficiaries have to consider, because if they don't take advantage of their initial enrollment period, they will incur some penalties, as well as people that don't get into a Part D, there will also be some penalties. So they have to be informed about that before they decide to not to or yes enroll.
Wow, that's amazing. I'm wondering, do these agents that work for you, do they have to be certified in some way?
Yes, and they are contracted agents that are certified. They have to be licensed, and they also have to be certified and recertified every year. We have to go through different types of tests that we have to finish and make sure that we are ready to sell or ready to go. We all are assigned a writing number, and with that writing number, that is the way you can talk about Medicare Advantage.
And how many offices do you all have?
We have about 10 different offices in El Paso. We're centrally located on our corporate office on 2401 East Yandel, corner of Poplar and Yandel, but we have Far East and Socorro, we have Mesa, we have all the different locations, and I invite our community to call RUA and find out what is closer to you or to them. And we are inside some of the supermarkets, so that makes it a little bit convenient for people that are shopping. And sometimes they don't have the time to go to an office, and they can see RUA inside of the Food Kings, Silva Supermarket, Albertsons, to mention a few.
That's so good because, yes, you're right about busy. Sometimes we know we have to do some things that's going to benefit our coverage, because when we need insurance or when we need services, medical services, I say, oh my gosh, who's going to help me pay for this?
What do I do?
Oh my gosh.
Who do I call? Who do I
call? Yes.
Well, we're hoping that when they have a question and people think about Medicare or Medicare Advantage, they can think about RUA.
Yes.
And we simplify things. We're committed to helping people. Our services don't have any cost, so they're invited to call us with no obligation to enroll, and we'll be more than happy to assist. Sometimes we talk to the family, sometimes we talk to the beneficiaries, so we're happy to help.
I know you have a concept of service, a personal concept of service. Tell me how you, Rosalinda, personally take this on as kind of your plight.
I think that we're called to service our community because we love what we do. And I think all the agents that are with RUA, we have a common denominator that we love our community and we're here to help. And we feel that the service that we provide comes back to us in blessings. And we're blessed for that. And there's no payment or no cost in that for us to get that energy back and that blessing to be able to assist.
There are so many seniors to serve. There's so many people here in El Paso, over 135,000 seniors turning 55, that we serve throughout the county. Can you imagine? So there's work for everybody.
Can you imagine all the questions that they have, all the questions and all the issues that they might encounter? And so we're local and we're happy to be everywhere as much as we can. Like you said, we try to be out there in the community with the different events and health fairs, so we can be out there and people recognize the RUA name. So when they have a question or they have a problem with their insurance, they can call RUA.
And so what we'll do is we'll give the number, and I think I'm going to give it this time.
Yes.
The number is 915-781-7222. Did I get that right?
Yes, perfect.
Thank you. We've been talking with Rosalinda Almanza, who is the owner and licensed agent of RUA Insurance. And we'll see you all next week.
Esta es nuestra cuarta exhibición y estamos muy contentos, y yo como instructora estoy muy satisfecha, muy orgullosa de ver su trabajo, su tenacidad, su dedicación y su participación en este evento.
Muchos de los que vienen tienen miedo de pintar, y ya cuando acaban el curso ya se sienten felices.
Nunca termina uno de aprender. Yo ya tengo un año estudiando y pintando, y cada vez aprendo algo nuevo.
We try to simplify really the process of creating the portraits in a way that's sometimes intimidated for many people to do the portrait, the likeness, the proportion, there's many factors. So we try to start from the basic techniques, basic foundation. We start from the drawing to value to composition and mixing colors. Is a lot of things going under the technique of doing a portraits. And just we do in the process. Every time we're covering one topic as we go.
Tengo muchos años ya trabajando, he visto muchos alumnos ya florecer y crecer en el arte maravillosamente. Es para mí un orgullo y una gran satisfacción. También en este año que estamos celebrando nuestros 50 años de haberse empezado, haberse formado esta comunidad, este colegio que nos ha proporcionado tantas oportunidades para todos los estudiantes de todos los niveles y de todas las edades.
Este cuadro lo pinté en 2 ocasiones que fui, y para ser principiante se me hizo muy rápido aprender la técnica con ella.
And that's a special thing about creating the portraits. I like always the emotion, the reaction. I like always to study the human face, the human reaction to anything. And this is only you can see that in the portraits. We can do landscape, we can do still life, we can do everything, but it's challenging. And that's what I like, the human touch. And that's what I love really. I do all the other different type of paintings, but mainly that's what my passion in the portraits.
Así es que invito a la comunidad a que se registren aquí en el Paso Community College. Todos son bienvenidos.